Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland BROWNS. Let's get to the news now, folks. You know that the Cleveland Browns are a franchise with a rich history, full of ups and downs, moments of glory, and long-standing frustrations. And right now, we're in a very pivotal moment, a crossroads that could define the direction of this team for years to come. Just last season, the Browns endured a nightmare of a campaign, finishing with a 3-14 record. That's right, 3 wins and a lot of questions hanging over the franchise. The season was marked by offensive struggles, a lack of consistency, and a defense that couldn't quite hold up when it mattered most. And here we are, in 2025, sitting at 1-3 after just 4 games into the new season, and the atmosphere is tense, to say the least. The start hasn't been what fans expected, especially after such a disappointing year last season. The Browns have faced a brutal schedule so far with tough opponents, and their offense has been struggling to find rhythm. One of the most significant changes came at quarterback, where Kevin Stefanski, the head coach, decided to make a bold move by replacing Joe Flacco with Dillon Gabriel. Now, Gabriel was a highly intriguing prospect coming out of college, someone I personally compared to Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa because of his arm talent, mobility, and potential. But stepping into the NFL, especially with a team that's still trying to find its identity, it's a different story. Gabriel's stepping into an offense that's hampered by an underperforming offensive line and inconsistent weapons, a recipe that makes things even more difficult for a young quarterback trying to make his mark. And that decision by Stefanski, well, he's the one who put his reputation on the line here. He's been under pressure before, especially after earning 2 Coach of the Year awards during his tenure with the Browns. But this season, the scrutiny is even more intense. The 2024 season was a disaster, and now, with the team's current 1-3 record, the heat is turned up even further. Fans are impatient, the media is relentless. The Browns' front office is watching every move closely, and if the team continues to stumble, especially on offense, it's not hard to imagine a coaching change being on the horizon. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Coaching changes midseason are rare and they're risky. But let's be honest, the NFL is a results-driven league. If the Browns don't turn things around soon, there's a real possibility that Stefanski might not see the end of the season, or at least, his position could be in jeopardy. The question is, can Cleveland afford to wait? Can they afford another season of mediocrity? Especially in a city that's starving for success, for a team that has been chasing a championship for decades. And that's where Deion Sanders enters the conversation. Yes, Deion, the legendary cornerback, a charismatic coach, and now a rising star in college football. You see, Sanders has shown an incredible ability to energize programs, recruit top talent, and control the narrative around his teams. When he took over at Colorado, the program was struggling, but he turned it around overnight. The buzz around Colorado skyrocketed, and he became a national figure almost instantly, drawing attention from every corner of college football, media, sponsors, and fans alike. Imagine what Deion could do with an NFL team, especially one like the Browns, that has a storied history but has been searching for that spark, that culture reset. He's a leader who knows how to motivate players, build confidence, and create a winning environment. And let's not forget, Deion is not just a coach, he's a brand. His personality, charisma, and ability to command attention are unmatched. The Browns, a franchise that has cycled through coaches and quarterbacks with dizzying frequency, could see him as a perfect catalyst for change. There's also the intriguing aspect of his potential partnership with his son, Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur has been making waves as a quarterback at Colorado, and there's speculation that he's a potential franchise quarterback in the making. If the Browns could somehow bring Sanders into the fold, either through draft, trade, or some innovative move, it would be a media sensation, a marketing goldmine, and a strategic move that could reshape the franchise's future. Now, I know some of you are wondering about the current quarterback situation. Flacco, despite being replaced as the starter, is still on the roster as the backup, while Sanders is currently the emergency third quarterback. Don't expect Sanders to see the field unless Gabriel gets injured, because he's not even in the mix for starting duties right now. Gabriel's size and accuracy issues, especially over the middle, have raised questions about his long-term viability as an NFL starter. But that's part of the story. The Browns are still in a phase of evaluation, trying to figure out if Gabriel can develop into a reliable franchise quarterback or if they need to look elsewhere. And here's the thing: Deion Sanders, with his track record, could be the guy to turn things around, not just as a coach, but as a leader who revitalizes the entire organization. His ability to energize a locker room, attract recruits, and control narratives could be exactly what Cleveland needs at this moment. His proven success in college football, combined with his natural charisma, makes him a compelling candidate, one that might just be the game changer the Browns have been waiting for. But let's be real, folks, hiring Deion Sanders as an NFL head coach wouldn't be just about winning games. It would be about changing the culture, creating a new identity for the franchise, and perhaps most importantly, reigniting hope in a passionate fan base that has been through so much disappointment. It's a bold move, no doubt, and it comes with risks. But in the NFL, sometimes you have to take risks to get to the next level. So, what does all this mean for the Cleveland Browns moving forward? Well, if they continue down the current path, with struggles on offense, questions at quarterback, and a tough schedule ahead, the pressure on Kevin Stefanski will only grow. The pressure to shake things up, to bring in new energy, could lead the Browns to seriously consider a change at the top. And Deion Sanders, with his proven ability to motivate and transform programs, stands out as a prime candidate to lead that charge. Now, I want to remind you, this is just speculation at this point, but it's a story that's gaining momentum. The NFL is unpredictable, and the Browns are at a pivotal point. If they're serious about ending their playoff drought and competing for Super Bowls again, they need to make bold moves. Deion Sanders represents that bold move, a figure who could inspire a new era of success, both on and off the field. And remember, the NFL is a league of change, of surprises, of stories that captivate us all. The Cleveland Browns, with their passionate fan base and storied history, deserve a chapter of redemption, and maybe, just maybe, Deion Sanders could be the author of that chapter. As always, we'll keep our eyes on every development, every rumor, every move that could reshape this franchise. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So in conclusion, the Cleveland Browns are at a crossroads, and the decision they make in the coming weeks could define their future. The potential appointment of Deion Sanders as head coach would be one of the most exciting and boldest moves in recent NFL history. It could rekindle hope, energize the roster, and set the stage for a new era of success. Whether or not it happens, one thing is for sure, Browns fans, you're in for a roller coaster ride this season, and the story is far from over. The team's future is bright, and it might just be about to take a giant leap forward. So stay tuned, keep supporting your team, and let's see what the next chapter holds. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.